welcome back everybody. I'm Kalani, your ukulele teacher, and in this video we're going to be looking at bar chords and how to make them easy, because don't we need to make bar chords easier? I'm going to be showing you a system so you can figure out how to play most any bar chord that you need to play. We can avoid them for a while, folks, but we can't avoid them forever. All right, welcome back. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you 5 or 6 different bar chords, but more importantly, I'm going to make sure that you understand how you can figure out how to play most of the chords you need to play on the ukulele, at least in terms of major, minor, and dominant 7th chords. All right, so here's what we're going to do, and I don't know if other people use this system, but here's my system. Let me show you what we're doing. Let's go over here. I'll be right here on the side. So I'm going to show you the neck and the fingers in this bird's eye view. What we're going to do is we're going to start with identifying our common root position chords, meaning pretty much open string chords or non-bar chords. Now, one of the first chords that we learn, which is one of our favorite one-finger chords, is the A7 chord, right? First finger, first fret, 3rd string. We're going to start with this, and we're going to call this our bass. So A7 bass, or A7 based bar chord. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the next higher finger and finger the chord with, in this case, the number 2 finger instead of number 1. Now we're going to take our number 1 finger, and that's our bar, usually, not always. Usually our first finger is our bar. We're going to slide everything up a fret. Now, we were playing A7. We went up a half step. So now we're playing what? A sharp or B flat 7, right? And now we're going to go up another half step. Now if you look up how to play a B7 bar chord, this is what you're going to see, right? But here's the thing, you guys. What's more important is not how to play a chord, it's how to figure out how to play any chord you want, right? So what I'm giving you here is not just how to play the B7 bar chord. I'm showing you a system you can use so you can play not just the B7, but the B flat 7, the C7, the C sharp 7, etc., D flat, because the shape, and let's go back over here, the shape does not change, right? I mean, that's the beauty of a bar chord, is that you can slide it up and down the neck, and you're just using the same bass shape to play the different chords, right? You guys get that. So in this case, we're going to call this the A7 bass. And what you can do to practice, first of all, and I'm going to show you some other shapes in a second, but let's just figure out, how do you approach this? Well, first of all, you get your basic shape, your root position shape. You're going to go to the next higher finger, usually. So replace your finger. You're going to slide up and bar the first fret. And that's where you start. And then once you figure out that chord, it's going to be a half step higher, than your open chord. And then you can figure out the rest of the chords just by adding or subtracting half steps as you move along. All right, now this is a system that I decided to use. I don't know if other people are using this particular naming system of calling them like the A7 bass, for example. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick with it. I think that once you understand, the basic shapes, then it doesn't really matter what you call them. But you'll be able to figure out how to play different chords, which is the ultimate goal. All right, let's go on and do another dominant 7th, which is based on our C7, which is also a super easy chord for most people. It's our first finger, first fret, first string chord right here. So this would be our C7 bass. Now what are we going to do? We're going to switch to the next finger, and we're going to slide up, we're going to bar it. And this is how we often see the D7 shown as a bar chord, right? I actually, and maybe other people, maybe you do too, like to switch to the 2nd and 3rd finger for this. Also, because you can stack, well, you can stack them either way. You could do first and third and stack on the second, or you could do second and third. But however you like to play it, this would be our D7, but also C sharp, D flat, E flat, D sharp, etc. All right? So that's our second one finger shape. That's our second 1 plus 1, right? Bar plus 1. Let's do one more right now. We're going to do the A minor shape, A minor chord. And same thing, you guys. So in this case, we're going to switch our finger from the second to the third, and now we can slide up and bar that. And what do we have now? We were at A minor, now we're at B flat minor. And you can see I'm stacking my fingers to get a little extra support. Later on in this video, I'm going to show you a technique, a little trick you can use to get more support for more of your fingers, if that's an issue. B flat, and so we had B flat, now we have B minor. So again, if you look up how to play the B minor bar chord, this is what people are going to show you. But I'm showing you all of them. C minor, C sharp minor, or D flat minor. All right, so this is awesome, you guys. Now you understand the system. We just did a 1 plus 1, bar plus 1 finger. Now let's do a couple bar plus 2 finger chords as we move right along here. By the way, now would be a good time for you guys to smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And see us at patreon.com/Kalani if you'd like to do more and get more involved. All right, let's take let's combine the A7 and A minor into the A major chord. I'm not sure how that math works, but when you combine the A minor and the A7 chord, you get the A major chord. All right, so if we take this shape, the A major, which is a 2-finger chord, we're going to replace our fingers with the next higher number fingers, in this case 2 and 3, and now we can slide up and bar that into the very common B flat bar chord, the 4 chord in the key of F. And then B, C, D, or C sharp. All right, now you've probably noticed by now that there are different chords that you can play as bar chords where you have the same chord as an open chord. For example, I just moved up this this particular shape, which started with the A major based shape, and then we went to, let's just do it. We went to the B flat, right, and then B, and then C. Now, why would you want to play C up here when you can just play it right here? Well, I mean, you might not, or you might want to do it, play it here so you can move to another, you know, similar chord that happens to be a bar chord. All right. But what you'll find as you go through these is you'll find that, yes, in fact, you can play a bar chord, and you're probably going to run into, if you slide it up and down the neck, you're going to run into a chord that is also a root position chord, and that's cool. So you've got options. All right, let's do one more 2-finger chord right now. We're just going to move our middle finger down from the A major shape to the F shape. Now, usually we'd play F with our first and second finger. In this case, we're going to replace those with our second and third, and now we can move up F sharp, right? And then G, which also is here, of course. G, but if you need an A flat or a G sharp, now you got it right there, okay? All right, why don't we do a 3-finger, so 1 plus 3 real quick. Let's build on our F major shape and just drop that 3rd finger down into the lovely D minor chord. Now, because we need our 1st finger for the bar, right? So now we're going to replace our 1st, 2nd, 3rd with 2nd, 3rd, and 4th fingers, and we're going to slide this up and bar it and get all the little crinkles out, hopefully, to E flat minor, right? D sharp minor, and then E minor, which of course is here also. But if you need F minor, I don't know, maybe you can, you know, get that right there. Okay, so let me show you a little trick, you guys. And before I do, I just want to say that I appreciate you guys stopping by, and like the video if you like it. Hit the bell so you get notifications, and make sure to subscribe. And see us at patreon.com/Kalani. I got a lot more over there, including lots of perks for patrons. So I hope you feel like you want to support, give back, support us as we support you. Let me give you one little trick that I just recently learned and I'm super excited about. And that is if you have finger collapse, all right? So let's just take a chord like that would be, let's say, the F7 shape, but I want to do it as a bar. Actually, it doesn't have to be a bar. I'm just trying to involve my little finger now, that pinky. Now, sometimes what happens with me is it'll start to collapse like that. It'll start to kind of fold over. And what I've learned, and I'm going to share it with you now, is that if you move your thumb towards the body of the instrument, move it to the back side of your finger so you can support it. You can press against the thumb. See? There, now, the little finger loves that move. Oh, thank you. So it doesn't have to be way up right under it, just closer. So if your thumb is like way down here, you might find that your fingers are kind of splaying out and just losing the support. But if you can move the thumb up, you know, then you can support your fingers, all right? And same thing with your index finger if you're having trouble getting the bar to work. So that's just a little tip for you guys. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I hope this has helped you. Now you can figure out how to play just about any major, minor, or dominant seventh chord you might need using this system, which again is figure out the root position chord, bump up your finger numbers, you know, because you need your index finger, and then use that bass chord, whether it's the A7 based, A minor based, C7 based, F based, A, D minor, whatever it is, and you can do 3-finger open chords and then just, you know, get your bar going and slide them up. Now, they're not all easy. Nobody's saying they're all easy, but at least now you know how to figure out how to play bar chords for yourself using this particular system. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. Enjoy playing your ukuleles. We'll see you in another video.